folks. We're on the Bossman Show. Got a great guest for you out of Memphis, Tennessee. Author. She's doing big things. She's also a teacher. She's one of our black business people, entrepreneurs we're trying to push forward this year on the Bossman Show. Book titled Love, Lies, Loyalty. The three L's. That's triple L. That's Shelia Sewell here on the Bossman Show. Shelia, what's up? How you doing down in the 901 M Town down there? One of the towns I visit pretty often.
I am doing great down here in the 901, getting ready for the Thanksgiving holidays. That's what's up.
Have you, what's on the menu this year? You going ham, turkey, turducken? You doing something different off the menu? What you got going?
No, we're just doing a little simple, traditional Thanksgiving. No ham, but I'm doing the turkey, the Cajun fried turkey. You got to get the Cajun fried turkey. The dressing, throw some green beans in there, peach cobbler, probably sweet potato pie, and some macaroni and cheese. That's my specialty.
Southern cooking.
Southern cooking.
It'll add a few pounds to you at this time of year, but it's good any way to indulge in it, So,
yeah,
hey, get ready to pack on your holiday 10 people, hanging around people like Shelia down in Memphis, around the South here.
Around the South.
Yes, indeed. Well, Shelia, I wanted to talk about your book. It's on Amazon.com, Love, Lies, and Loyalty. It's a book that is one of your pastime. I know you like to write raps a little bit, do skits. So I know you got a lot of skills in the writing game. So talk to us about what inspired you to write this book. And the title right there tells a lot right there, Love, Lies, and Loyalty, because that's a lot tied in those three words. A lot is going on there. So just the background about what made you want to write this book, what got you into writing, and give us a little brief synopsis about the book as well.
Right. So I actually started writing this book over 10 years ago. Being a teacher, I never wrote as a child. I wrote because I had to, but I never wrote like poems and things like that. So as a teacher, I was at a school one year, and they needed a skit or play or something for Black History Month. And everything that I found was just so generic, and so I decided to write my own little play. And the kids did, and it was a big success. And it just took off from there. So every time there was a Black History Month program or any program at school, people came to me to write. And then I started writing in my personal life because, sometimes you go through some things or you go through a relationship that kind of takes you there. And instead of me taking it out on a person or a car or something like that, because that's not in my DNA, I decided to turn my pain into writing. And so my first things I wrote were like poems that helped me get through some tough times and some bad situations in my relationship. And as far as this book, I'm an avid reader. Like, if you look in my closet right now, you'll probably find over 100 to 200 books in my closet. And I've always been a reader. And I've read so many books like this, and I was like, okay, I think I can write my own book. Like, okay, if I can write a poem, if I can write a skit, if I can write a play, I can write a book. And so I started on the book about 10 years ago. Started off with different character names, but I always started off with the concept of 4 women who were childhood friends who just kind of went through some life's troubles, and just how were they manage, how were they able to manage all the things going on with their lives and still be, strong Black women. And so, of course, life happened to me as well. I had a lot of things that went on in my personal life, good and bad, and it kind of forced me to put my book on the shelf. Fast forward to 2013, I moved here to Memphis with my son. And I kept looking at the book. Like, periodically, I would pick the book up and, add a word or two to it. But it would just never flow, because for me, I have to be in a certain mood to write. You know how you set the mood for romance with your candles and your music and all those things? Well, for me, I have to be in the mood to write. Like, when I'm going through a lot, I can write, but it was not the type of writing that I needed to finish this book. And honestly, I'm from a smaller town in Memphis, Mississippi. Shout out to the 601, Memphis, Mississippi. And I kind of felt that I needed to get out of my comfort zone, which is what I did when I moved here, because my son and I are here. We don't really have close family here. And so that took me out of my comfort zone. And I started finishing the book in the summer of 2015. I was like, you know what? I'll be 40 coming up in 2015. I'm going to finish this darn book. And that's exactly what I did. I literally sat here over the summertime, and I hand wrote every page of the book. Like, this book was handwritten. I did not type anything up until I had written the whole 40 chapters in the book. And that's how the book came about, just out of a need and a want for just wanting to prove something to myself. I've always wanted to be an author, and it was kind of like a personal goal. I'm turning 40. it's a milestone birthday. Let me do something to commemorate my birthday. What's the best way to do that than to have a birthday and a book come out on the same day? So my book was released on October 27th of last year, 2017, which is my 40th birthday. Well, 42nd birthday, but I finished it for my 40th birthday.
Now, and you know what? Your story is great because you pursued a goal. I tell a lot of
Yes,
people you have to pursue your goal no matter
hmm
what, and just don't, let nothing stop you. Just,
right.
it's like, are you kidding me? So yeah, like I said, you just got to keep on pushing, pushing, pushing. You had this goal, you want to write this book, and
Right.
now Sheila, now as you go through the writing process,
hmm
how does that go? You like to write a page a day, page a weekend? Like,
Well,
how do you get those juices to write?
I'm such an unorthodox person. Like I'm not a person who ascribes to like routines and all that, which is it can kind of go against you when you're a writer. So with this first particular book, I can't say that I had a routine. Like I just whenever I felt the motivation come on or the inspiration, I would write. And so the way I write anything, whether it's a song or a poem, anything for me, I literally just sit there and think about it. And I know it's a talent. So that's my gift, that's my purpose. And so when you use your gift, it's just going to come to you. So normally I would just sit there. I could be anywhere. I could be driving home in my car and hear a song that reminds me of a character in my book. Or I might hear a situation that reminds me of something that one of my characters is going through. So when I wrote this book, I had notepads, I had napkins, I had paper towels because whenever the inspiration hits me, I've learned to just write it down right there. Now, with that being said, moving forward to my second book, which I know we'll talk about later, I did kind of like get into a better routine of writing. But as I said, for me, it comes with when it hits me, I have to get it out then. And I kind of tell people it's almost like I go into a trance. Like I'll just start thinking about it, and it literally just comes to me. That's why I know it's my true gift because it just comes to me so naturally. Once I sit down with that pen to the paper, it's not a second about everything just comes out, and I just write whatever comes up because, of course, with your writing, you can always go back and add to it and make revisions to it later.
You got that right. In case though, and now I know you're working on another project, but you
hmm
want to definitely kind of repush the first book you got, Love, Lies, and Loyalty here too as well. So,
Right.
what's the process about trying to write book number two, different from book one, or is it the same process?
With book number two, well, so I can go back to book number one for a second. So the first book, of course, is called Love, Lies, and Loyalty. I know you touched on the three L's. And the reason that I called it that, actually, I didn't even think of a title until after I was in the publication process because I didn't want to, for me, start with a working title. I knew that once I finished the book, then I would, the characters would speak to me about what the title should be. So once I finished the book, I looked at everything that I had written, and it just came to me like there's a lot of love between these four friends. I mean, they've been knowing each other since middle school. And most of us have, a friend that we've been knowing for, 10, 20, 30 years if you're my age. I have friends who I've known pretty much my whole life. And, of course, you love your friends, but, of course, when you have lies change the dynamic of any type of relationship, not just a friendship, but, of course, romantic relationships, a job, like any kind of relationship that you have with someone can be tainted by a lie. And so the premise of this book is what happens when there are lies involved in dynamics between friends and each other, between them and their families, them and their significant others. Is the love going to be enough and is loyalty going to be enough to help you get over a lie? Because, sometimes a lie that someone tells you is not the big of a deal. Like if I call my friend and ask her what she's doing and she's with her boyfriend and might not want to tell me that, she might just say she's doing something else, I would be mad about that. But if you tell a deep lie that cuts to a person's heart and their soul, it's hard to move beyond a lie. And so that's why the book is called Love, Lies, and Loyalty, because it's like when there are lies involved, like is loyalty and love going to be enough to get you, through a lie, or is it the friendship or the relationship going to end right there? And so that's the premise of the book. And as I said, I came up with that title after the book was already done. Like once I saw what I had written out, to me, that was the perfect title for the book. And so with this book, it's a lot of real life scenarios. So like when people read it, even men, like I've had men who are friends of mine who, of course, like, look, I ain't going to read this kind of book, man. I'm going to buy it because, you my girl. And then they read the book, and it's like, man, that's real life stuff. And that's the thing. Like, it's a fiction book, but it's based on situations that I've been in before, that I've heard my friends, go through. It's based on real facts because life is hard. Like, life is not all peaches and cream, and we're going to go through things with our family. We some of us have issues with our family, and that's one of the characters. Morgan, she's a lawyer, but she's having issues with her family. Like, she's the one who feels she's, the person that made it out, and you know how that goes. Sometimes you make it out, your family kind of holds it against you, and then you have Shayna, like, she's not happily, she's an unhappily married woman. She's the person that if you look at her life on the outside looking in, you think that she has it made. Like, she has the cars, she has the clothes, she has the bags that are expensive. Her husband has this big business, she has a beautiful daughter, the big house. But hell, on the inside, she's not loving any of those things. Like, on the outside looking in, she has a perfect life, but she's looking on the outside actually envious of some of her friends' relationships. And so that looks at the fact that what we see, especially with social media, I grew up in the 80s and 90s. There was not social media back then. But now with social media, anybody can be anything that they want to be on social media. That's what people have to understand. I can go on social media right now and say that I'm lying on the island in the Bahamas and I'm sitting here in my bed, talking to you. So with social media, it makes things different. And so Shayna is going through this thing of everyone else feels that she has a perfect marriage, but she knows that she does not have a perfect marriage. And it also deals with the fact of how women, a lot of times, not just women, but mostly, a lot of times women, we put ourselves last. Like, we're the mother, we're the friend, we're the sister, we're the daughter in some cases, we're the wife. And then we look up, and that's what Shayna has done. She's done all these things, and no one knows her except she's Xavier's wife. She's Lyric's mom. And so she's going through this thing of, what am I going to do for Shayna? Like, she feels like she's lost herself. And then you have Mavis. She's like I call her the around the way hood girl that's the entrepreneur. And so her issue is she wants, to be loved. She doesn't have a male man figure in her life. Like, she wants a man to love on her. And she's also dealing with a mother who is, suffering from a drug addiction. And, we see that a lot in families. It might not be a drug addiction. It could be alcohol. It could be gambling. It could be lots of things. And then last we have Sheree, who's a teacher, who people say she's kind of like me. And I will say she's mostly like me. But she's a teacher, and she's dealing with the fact of being in a relationship that, she knows has run its course, but she's afraid to just kind of like be by herself and take that step, to being on her own. And so I've just listed like all of these things that each woman is dealing with, on the personal level, and they're also kind of like dealing with changes and shifts in their friendships as well.
Exactly. That sounds like something that people can all relate to, and I'd suggest you go to Amazon and pick up this book, Love, Lies, and Loyalty,
Yes,
because it has a lot of
Amazon.com.
real life stuff going on in that book, Sheila, for real.
Yeah, it is. I pride myself on it being a book that men and women can relate to, because as a man, there are male characters in the book that men can look to, and there are also female characters, of course, that they might say, okay, that's my wife, that's my girl, that was my baby mom, that was my ex, that's my mother, that's my sister. And like, hopefully it's a fiction book, and there are a lot of little funny moments in there, but there are also life lessons. Like, every single chapter that I wrote has a chapter heading that just sometimes it resonates to us. Like, chapter 1 is Sheree's chapter, and it says a good man is hard to find and good sex is hard to leave. And that can go both ways, and you read that and it's like, oh, but it's true. Like, sometimes we are attracted to the physical connection that we have with someone who we know is not good for us, but because of that physical connection, we stay and we keep people around longer than they've been there, and their expiration date is up, but we keep on trying to make something fresh that has gone stale. And so, like, each chapter, and there are 40 chapters in the book, like, each chapter has a chapter quote like that you can kind of like apply to your life or any other situation. Another chapter says, appreciate what you have, before it becomes what you had. And that's just real talk. Like, a lot of times we're so hung up on what we want to have or what we used to have. And I used to have this. I used to be that person. Or I want to be this person. I want to go there. I want to do this. And we're not focused on what we have in the moment. And life changes so quickly that what you have and who you have can easily become who and what you had in your life.
You got that right. Well, Sheila, I thank you for your time today. It's been a great segment to have you on the show, talk about your book, and I hope my listeners go out here and get your book and get some of these 3 L's. They need to get some AA lives, because they need to hear some reality talk and get the real from
Yes.
an African American entrepreneur and author like yourself.
I sure appreciate you having me on. And of course, you can go to Amazon.com to purchase the book. It's Love, Lies, and Loyalty. My name is Sheila Sewell. You can also email me at shesewell1922 at gmail.com or author Sheila Sewell at gmail.com if you want to pick up a personalized autographed copy of the book. Love, Lies, and Loyalty. Go get you one.
No doubt, folks. That's Sheila Sewell on the Bossman Show.
It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay. Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
All right, folks, better Bossman Show. Time to go to Memphis, Tennessee, where it's going to be popping tonight. Thanksgiving weekend, after Black Friday, the Saturday after there, you got your sales, got all your cyber gifts. You go to Clicks in Memphis, holler at my man. They got Three Kings down there doing big things in Memphis, bruh. JC Smith on the line with us, bruh. It's not going to be a big night for you, brother. Holiday weekend, people are stuffed, want to dance off some of them calories. They're going to come see you tonight, brother, I guarantee you.
You already know, man. Thanksgiving weekend's going down tonight. I know the spot. Come through, man. Pull up.
Bruh, we got a lot of topics to discuss. Start with this Warriors beef, man. Draymond Green going calling dudes bees again. He should have learned when it cost him the championship in 16, but he ended up bringing them back. It probably got them Kevin Durant by him doing that, because it probably wouldn't have got him if that didn't happen. But I know he's been doing the 1+1 thing. I know you're a competitor, but I think this time Draymond Green's true feelings came out about KD, and that may push him away from Golden State, even though the team is trying to show we want you over him, because they suspended Green a game and took one of his game checks away.
Man, it's one of those things, man, where at some point all dynasties have to break up or have to come to an end, man, because, ego comes into play, folks wanting more attention than what they're getting, or folks thinking that somebody's, bigger and better than what they are. So, it's one of those things, man, to where can't nobody else beat the Warriors but themselves. So it was going to take some internal strife to try to break this thing up, man, because ain't nobody else messing with them. But then also, you see this year, Warriors are what, 12-6 right now?
Mm-hmm.
So they're not, off to the, record-breaking start they've been to in years past, man. You can chalk it up to a number of things. Maybe they're just bored, or, what I'm saying, or, it's really issues going on in their locker room. But, come playoff time, it's definitely going to tell if this team has been able to kind of steady the ship and work out whatever issues, the differences they have going on, but definitely KD is good as gone. He was good as gone before the Draymond situation. This just definitely sealed the deal, though.
Now, I wonder if Joe Lacob and Bob Myers till Kevin Durant will trade him away and could come running back with you, Clay, and Steph, and Draymond will be out the picture. Would that keep him in town? I wonder.
Nah, I don't think so. Because then KD will be looked at as even more of a bigger snake than what he already is. You know what I'm saying? So I think the only thing that can even save KD's legacy at this point would be to go to the Knicks or something like that and, build a winner, contender there, and try to win a championship, man. But a move to the Lakers looks like another, weak move, man. So I think the Knicks are his likely destination landing spot there.
I hear that. The Eastern Conference may be getting strongest if Kawhi decides to stay with the Raptors and Jimmy Butler stays with the Sixers and Kyrie stays in Boston. The East could semi-rival the West, not with star power. Not quite the West star power, but the balance of power could kind of even out a little bit. A little bit. Not much, but a little bit.
No doubt.
No, bro.
No doubt, man. Like I said, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, you right. No, I was just saying, yeah, it's all, it's time for the East to, regain that power. Like in the 90s, late 90s, it's all about the East. you know what I'm saying, 2000s and until now. It was about the West, man. So it's time for the East to kind of regain that power again, man.
No doubt. Now, bro, another issue, we got Washington Wizards. Reports out there that John Wall told Scott Brooks to shut the F up. Bradley Beal told the GM he's sick of this bleep. Guys are going into the locker room. Porter going at people. Oubre going at Scott Brooks. And, bro, I keep up saying this. Dwight Howard is the least of their problems right now. He's the calmest figure in Washington right now. He's the least of their problems.
When's the last time you said anybody can say Dwight Howard is not an issue, not a problem in the locker room? That tells you how disastrous and messed up that locker room is, man. Scott Brooks, he's not a coach that really, strikes leadership, in players and teams, man. Like even when he was at Oklahoma City, you know what I'm saying? He was just never really, just to me, like a guy that just took a leadership role on that team, man. That team just won because of the talent they had, not so much because of the coach. Scott Brooks is a nice guy, but at some point that was going to be a bad hire in Washington, it doesn't surprise me, man. It is time. They have to realize now you're not going anywhere with Wall or Bill there, so why not shop him and see what you get for him, man? Just rebuild, start over.
Yeah, because they capped out. That team is going nowhere fast. I would trade Bill, Otto Porter, and John Wall. Like, break it down. Do what Cleveland's doing. Cleveland's all right, but see, Cleveland, we made a mistake. They re-signed Love to that big contract extension, knowing they was tanking.
Exactly, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was a terrible deal. That's the only way you can slice it, man. Now, and then also teams know, hey, we're not going to give up. You know what I'm saying? Multiple picks to get these guys. They know they can, offer a nice little deal, but nothing over the top to try to get either Bill or Wall at this point.
Exactly. Now, bro, another team I know we're on our agenda, but the Clippers, bro, we see them in Atlanta the other day. I think their bench is better than their starters. You come off the bench with Montrezl Harrell, Lou Williams, Gallinari, Boban Marjanovic, and you got Mike Scott out there. Doc Rivers is playing 10 guys solidly. I think his bench is actually better than his starters is.
Yeah, the Clippers are kind of like the Grizz in a way. Nice players, guys, veterans that have been around, that know how to play. They're playing together as a team, and that's the reason why they're, amongst the top teams in the West, the same way the Grizz are right now. They're committed. They're playing with a purpose, playing with a cause. And Doc has a nice little squad right now, man. Guys are not, no superstar, no egos he's dealing with, no Blake Griffins, no Chris Pauls. Guys are just out there just balling, just hooping, So we'll see how long it lasts, with the Clippers. Same way we try to find out if this run by the Grizz right now is a fluke, But, time will definitely tell on both teams there.
Now, bro, what's the sense about this alleged Joakim Noah signing? Is that something the city wants, or is this a backup center?
Not necessarily something that we want. Not necessarily something that we want, but it's something that we need because we don't have. We're really lacking depth at the 5 position, at the big man position there. Really all we have is Mark. He's been logging heavy minutes. He's been playing so well of late, but you don't want to log that many minutes on him because we know his past injury history there. So after that, the only other big man we have is Ivan Rabb. So there is a need for a big of the likes of Joakim Noah. A guy. Noah's not, he's not going to give you a lot of points, but he does have a high basketball IQ. And, anytime you have a high basketball IQ, there's definitely room for you on this team here in Memphis, man. So he can come in, give us those backup minutes, get a couple rebounds, block shots here and there, and make smart decisions on the court, man. Play great, help side, weak side defense, man, rotate. Like, he's just a real smart player, man.
So he's playing the role of Hamed Haddadi pretty much.
He's a better version of Hamed Haddadi, man. Tied to Haddadi wherever he is, man.
Yeah, I love old Hamed Haddadi. I love he come in the game. I just be laughing my ass off. Like, for real, her met her daddy. Now, bruh, Markel Fultz. Now, Jimmy Butler traded there to Philadelphia. Less than a week later, Fultz is gone at the behest of his attorney to see a specialist. I think he's mentally shot, bro. I think he has the yips in his
It's the
shot.
weirdest thing, man. Yeah, like I've never seen anything like this. You know what I'm saying? Where you just the only thing I've ever seen close to this was Space Jam. Remember when the Monstars zapped all the superstars' powers?
Yes.
Like I think some aliens have like zapped Markel Fultz's abilities. Because that's the only thing I can compare to at this point, man. Like, this is the strangest fall from grace I've ever seen, man. You talk about a guy that was killing his 1 year at Washington to make him the number one pick. So now you can't even you forgot how to shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never seen anything like it, man.
Now, bruh, what is your thoughts on this? We have this whole big old thing here with J.R. Smith and the Cavs separating here. He wants to be out of Cleveland. And Carmelo Anthony's been put on ice by the Rockets. So two guys on rosters who won't be with the team anymore. Do you see either one of those guys resurfacing in L.A. with LeBron, Melo, at least on maybe a vet minimum deal like they got Tyson Chandler to help them out? Because, I mean, I really don't see a fit for Melo right now or J.R. Smith outside of Cleveland and Houston where they at right now.
Yeah, I don't see it, man. You know, I don't see it at this point for either one of those guys. It's a shame, you know, great guys, great veterans, you know, have really, logged a lot of minutes, a lot of time, a lot of years in this league. But where do you see a fit? I see more. I mean, I see JR getting another shot on somebody's squad than Melo right now. Melo just doesn't fit. He's a dinosaur. The way the NBA is played, and Melo, for whatever reason, man, is still stuck in 2008, 2009, not realizing you have to change, you have to evolve. You know what I'm saying? To keep yourself in the league, man. Like, I'm sure he never thought that he'd be, you know, an outside looking in like this, but with your objections to coming off the bench last year in Oklahoma City, as if you're still, you know, that dude, you know, it really behooves him to take heed and be like, oh, wow, you know what? Things are changing. I may need to come off the bench if I want to, continue to, stay in the league at this point.
I'll find a funny fit for him. J.R. Smith could probably play in Golden State. He could probably play in Washington and make that even worse. You know? Put him in that locker room with Bill, Wall, and Porter, and Dwight Howard. Look, it really goes straight to hell.
Oh, man.
There'll be a boss report every week on that team.
That's a damn reality show, yeah. That's a big one show.
But, yeah, Melo, to me, Melo should have stayed either with the Hawks in the Vince Carter role or went to Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Originally. But he wanted to go to Houston so bad with Paul and James Harden, knowing Mike D'Antoni don't like you. Knowing you didn't work the first time. It's kind of like, you know how sometimes, bro, you break up with a chick and the cat be good to you. You want to go back to it, but then you realize, like, man, that's why I left you in the first place, because you crazy.
Exactly, man.
That's like Melo and the Rockets and Mike D'Antoni.
That's very similar, dude. That's a good comparison, man. That's exactly what it is.
Yes, indeed. Well, bro, before you go, tell people again about Clicks, what you got coming up in the holiday season, Thanksgiving this week, what you got coming up as we head down the road to Christmas and the end of the year, man.
Hey, man, you know what it is. It's going down once again, man. Click Saturday night. You know, it's popping tonight, man. Y'all come through. Livest party spot in the city, man. We got great drink specials. You know, we keep it live with the karaoke. Then after that, you know, we turn up and we throw the livest party in the city, man. So come through. All roads lead to Click each and every Saturday night, man. Pull up.
No doubt, folks. That's Malcolm Way there in Memphis. Check out my man, J.C. Smith. Here, he's here every week here on the Bossman Show. Bro, be easy to talk this week, my good brother.
All right, now. Happy Thanksgiving, bro.
No doubt, folks. J.C. Smith on the Bossman Show. Hold it down, people. We back after the break.
Till the tears run down from my eyes, Lord, somebody, ooh, somebody, can anybody find me?
Alexa, play hits from Queen.
Okay.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
All right, folks, back on the Bossman Show. Hope you're ready to close out your Thanksgiving weekend with the Boss Report double dose of Boss and Bone. Bone is back from a short hiatus. We missed him dearly because those Javonies the last few weeks were terrible. I'll be honest with you, terrible. Bone, without you. Is that for real? That really happened? That can't be a real story, right? Bone, tell these people this is all real. This is all real stories by real people.
Yeah, exactly. There's a famous line from Seinfeld where they say it's real and spectacular. So, folks, trust me, these stories are real and spectacular.
You got that right. Well, folks, you've been waiting on it. It's time for it. It's here. It's the Boss Report. First story, Bone, is this. We have this oral adulation, elation, and stimulation. Trey Songz pays homage to Jill Scott's succinct slobbery skills on new track.
Yeah, I haven't heard the track or anything, but I heard like I read headlines and stuff. That must have some good toppy. You're going to write a song about it. Make him want to sing about it.
Yeah, he was singing about it. He said he want to dive in too.
hey, wherever floats your boat, it must be real and spectacular.
You got that right. We got this. This is another weird story. Kyomi Leslie says she miscarried Bow Wow's baby due to, quote, stress from social media and Popeyes.
Hey, Popeyes gets you in so many ways, so I don't know about that. But I tell you, it's a shame because, you know, obviously it's kind of a serious topic, but I mean, Popeyes, come on, man. Popeyes is delicious.
You got that right. Two-piece spicy white, can't beat that.
Extra biscuits still inside. Heck yeah.
You got that right. And Bone, we got this. We got white and wealthy. Black China is selling, get this, skin bleaching cream for $250 to help pay the bills because, quote, Rob Kardashian won't pay her bills.
First of all, there's so many layers to this. First of all, Rob Kardashian's a sucker, first of all. Second of all, if you are a deadbeat, you're even a bigger sucker. And third of all, what sucker out there is going to buy some skin lightening cream? And how do you know self-pride and self-worth that you need that kind of cream in your life?
Sammy Sosa, talking to you, Sammy.
There you go. Sammy looking right at you, brother.
He looks scary.
Listen, my son is 12. He's almost 13, and he still gets nightmares from seeing Sammy Sosa on TV.
Like, my man looks like a Neapolitan ice cream or something. He looks pink.
And the fact that he lied about it, said it just happened that way, or that he didn't bleach anything. Man, we have eyes, you know.
Exactly. And we got this. Bone of Florida crazy. We got sorry to bother you, but extra freakery equestrian enthusiasts pop for piping down a miniature horse in the field to celebrate his birthday.
That might be worse than having such an alligator. That's just I don't get Florida. I mean, we've seen the election process, so honestly, it kind of makes sense. You know what's going on down there. There's just all kinds of nonsense down there. Florida's even Florida. I miss Florida so much last 2 weeks.
Exactly. Like, they are out of control. Like, are you kidding me? And we have this even worse story. Oh, God. We have a Florida man arrested after chopping off his wife's breast and his junk after the gas pump at Exxon would not work and the rewards card broke in half.
So once again, a Florida man chopped off his own stuff in protest. I don't understand the logic and all. If you're going to mutilate yourself, do it for a real cause. Well, first of all, don't do it at all. But if you're going to do it for a real cause. Yeah. Don't do it because your award card broke. Don't do feel because the AC broke in your house. Like, what are these fools doing?
Like, I'm sorry. That's an important instrument to my body.
Like, yeah, and even if you're a really old man and no longer in use, really, it's still an important appendage. It's still an important part of your body. So why? So why fight yourself for something so stupid?
Yeah, you're working against your own interests right now, Florida man.
You really are. Your IQ must be tested. It must be, because you're clinically insane to me.
And we got this. Happy endings of fairy tales. Florida man sues spa after masseuse gives him a sexually abusive massage and causes him to fly out all over the table.
Well, some cats like it rough. I guess it was just too heat for him. I guess too hot for him. So he sued this place because he had a bad experience. I imagine, huh?
Yeah, because it splattered everywhere and it went all over his clothes. I'm like, you knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
If I was a judge, that case gets thrown out immediately.
Yeah, and I'm giving you the side I don't look at you too. On top of that.
Exactly. Now, this is not surprising when the climate we're living today. Watch this, Bone. We have bowel moving while black. New Orleans man is arrested. I'll be there on Thursday for a threat against restaurant when he said he had to blow the bathroom up.
So I know some people use that as slang. Did they really think that it literally gonna blow it up? Or
yes, they called the police on him. He got taken to jail for this.
Some people just don't know the slang and terminology for certain things. Yeah, to blow it up is different kind of terminology for some, I guess. And I guess they take it too literal.
Yeah, my man has a terroristic threat charge now for no reason.
I see, again, if I'm the judge, I'm looking at them like, are you an idiot? Like, most people know if I'm blowing up the bathroom, they know what they mean. Stop it.
I know, right? Man, oh man. We got this. Georgia's own grocery store catching heat for having a flaming hot Cheetos turkey for sale for $31.99 this Thanksgiving season.
Ugh. That doesn't sound enticing at all. Like, flaming hot turkey? That
yeah.
Sound, I like my food spicy. I get down with that. But that doesn't sound too good. Flaming hot. It sounds like you're putting Cheetos inside a turkey instead of stuffing. Because that flaming hot Cheetos inside just the turkey. That doesn't sound too good to me, actually. I'll pass.
Me as well. I'm not interested in that flaming hot Cheeto turkey. I'll stick to my regular deep fried Cajun turkey that I'm used to.
Yeah, I had yet to have the deep fried turkey, but I got a buddy of mine, who now up in the neighborhood. He's from Memphis, born and raised, and he has everything ready for me this Thursday, and I'll be trying my very first deep fried turkey. I can't wait.
It's good, brother. It is so good. We got this. Secretion Soiree, polygamous event planner in Denver, goes for world's orgy record with 1,000 participants, gets arrested for running a adult trafficking scheme in Ring.
Sound like this cat read Will Chamberlain's autobiography and has ideas.
Exactly.
But see, at least Will did it smooth. It didn't cause any kind of bodily harm or any kind of criminal activity because Will was a G.
Exactly. Man, oh man. We got this. Coffee Bean Bakery bandwidth bigot. White Dunkin' Donuts owner calls cops on black woman for using the Wi-Fi while she's eating her chocolate donut.
Like, what is he thinking that she's searching? Like, come on, man. Like, get a grip of yourself, man. These people who call the cops on black folks are just no good, and they're scum. And, I mean, how ignorant are you? Like, I feel bad for your parents. Even their parents probably raised you that way. So, I mean, it all comes full circle.
Got that right. It's just out of freaking control. And it's terrible. It's just terrible. These bigots, this making me sick. And we got this. We got Bob Moore. Kim Kardashian says shameless cheater Tristan Thompson is fake as you know what for being around Khloe after he did what he did.
Wait, so Kim Kardashian with the fake booty and the fake lips, she's calling someone else fake?
Yes, go figure the irony in that.
I think that's called pot and kettle, right?
Yes.
Oh, Kim and Kanye, go away, please.
Thank you. I agree with you so much. I agree with you so much, brother. We got this. Scamming made simple. 3 Florida thieves steal 5 days worth of Louis Vuitton shipments just by showing up to the UPS store with an ID badge.
That's kind of, that's kind of G. I mean, if you're that dumb to fall for that kind of scam, just dudes with fake badges, you kind of deserve to get robbed, right?
I think, yes, I'm with you. They deserve to be robbed. They brought it upon themselves.
Yeah, I don't want to victim blame too much, but if you fall for the okie doke that way, then you kind of deserve what happened a little bit, just a little bit.
You got that right. And final story, this is part of Boss Sport, part 1 bonus is Florida woman claims she was attacked by bedbugs while at a Disneyland hotel.
Attacked by who?
Bedbugs. I see her at a Disneyland hotel with her side piece that she met in Chipotle.
Yeah, well then, again, I don't want to victim blame, but if you're going to a stanky wanky, like a no-tell motel, bedbugs are going to be included in the menu.
You got that right, my good brother. So, brother, before you close up Boss Report Part 1, what is your take on segment 1 of the Boss Report today?
Well, I hadn't been around for a couple of weeks because my phone was busted, unfortunately. But now it's fixed and now it's beautiful again. And I tell you, anytime you get stories about a guy cutting off his junk to spite himself, that's always entertaining. I ain't getting down with that sexy pony thing. That's just a little over the top. But anytime Florida thing, I'm glad I'm back.
Yes, indeed. Well, folks, it's Boss and Bone, segment 1 of the Boss Report. Up next after the break, segment 2. Stay with the Boss Man Show, Boss Radio Network, Boss Man and Bone. We with you. We here. Boss Report, baby. Stick with us.
And if you don't know, now you know, you know.
All your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Hey there, your yard took a real beating this summer. Luckily, Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard has your back. Just feed your grass with Scott's again this fall when the air is cool and the soil is warm. It's the perfect time to give your lawn a boost. If you do, Winter Guard will give your yard the nourishment it needs to help weak, thin grass recover and support root growth, giving you a greener, more resilient lawn both now and next spring. Guaranteed. Grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. You'll be back to barbecuing in no time. This is a Scott's Yard.
Hey parents, we all try to be extra careful with our children in the car, but then we get an important call or text. Remember, our children are watching. Make every drive a good example. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consultant, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
Alright, folks, back at the Bossman Show. Time for part 2 of the Boss Report. Bone, you ready to hit this part 2, brother?
Yeah, let's get it.
No doubt. Folks, part 2, Boss Report, starts now. Bro, we got this. I don't know if you remember this artist from Murder Inc., but here she go. Flat Tummy Nightmare, Charlie Baltimore blasts Instagram's company's rude blank emails after their Herbalife tea left her debilitated. Now, Bone, I get you want to lose weight, but those herbal teas, those quick detox things, I don't trust them. And that's backfired on her. Now she's been left debilitated.
Yeah, I agree with you for that. As far as those fads and those fast fixes that really don't work. Yeah, it's the same, but you gotta be more careful. I think be more diligent as far as when you do those kind of fad things.
And we got this, Bone. Another black man get caught up police on for nothing. Police called on a black man after he was listening to Jay-Z too loudly via his iPad in Starbucks. They heard it through his earphones.
So wait, they heard through his earbuds. Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Times are changing, man. Listen, I'm of the age where I was that smart aleck kind of kid where, like, if I'm rolling around through town, I have an old school boombox with me. I would actually be playing NWA as loud as I could walking through my neighborhood when I was born and raised in the suburbs. So you got to kind of visit that picture where this young black boy walking through the suburbs, booming NWA, booming Ice-T. And I got no trouble for that. But I can't imagine how these days these cats are listening to earbuds and you get harassed. Are you kidding me?
Man, this is out of control how they come police on black folks for no reason.
For no reason. It's disgusting.
And we got this another one. Florida man has police called on him, Bone, because he was disappointed in the size of turkey they had at the local Publix. The white clerk thought he was menacing and angry because he was upset because the turkey weight was not what the price he thought the price should be. He thought they should redo the price and reweigh it.
Well, first of all, you're America. So America, land of commerce, land of capitalism. So there's no fighting the man over anything when it comes to commerce. So you almost got to take it and eat it, literally. I get it, though, because prices are absorbent, and some of these prices are price gouged. And you don't get the bang for your buck, you don't have holiday season. But you're not going to beat the man at his own game.
You got that right. And we got this. Florida man arrested after Stone Cold Stunning pastor rubbing his wife's pregnant belly during the fellowship period of church service on Sunday.
What, arrested rubbing her belly?
Yeah, the bless her belly, the unborn child. He Stone Cold Stunning the pastor.
That just sounds like some sketch you see on WWF, not WWF, back when I was growing up, where they had Brother Love, and he's holding his chapel. So he's just Stone Cold Son, the pastor. That is funny, man. That is something else.
Yeah, I would love when I hear a pastor get Stone Cold Stunner, or somebody gets hit with a stunner. That makes me feel good. You're hitting dudes with stunners in church. That's funny as hell to me. That's great.
In church, and then like he stand over him and like give him the cross. Like he cross his chest and like if they give him the time of the cross, that'd be funny. I think that way, it'd be even funnier.
Yeah, that would be even funny. They should have given him that good old signal sign that one gun salute to the face.
My goodness.
Man, we got this. Oops. Today's show's ratings on the rise since Megyn Kelly got the boot.
Good. Because first of all, why was he hired in the first place again? Because where did he come from? Actually,
Fox News.
I mean, people forget that she came from a place that Jon Stewart actually called BS Mountain. And I'm saying in BS abbreviated. So she came from a place where fake news was invented. So why would NBC lower themselves and add her in the first place? They got what they got. They knew what they were getting from her. So why ask a pause and then let her go after Megyn Kelly doing Megyn Kelly things? This is the same lady that was on Fox News once and got mad because people had Black Santas in their house. And then she told her, look dead in the camera and look serious, saying, we all know Santa is white. First of all, fool, Santa's fake. Sorry, kids who are not listening to the radio and I'm sorry about the news. Santa's not real. So sing me any color he wants. So the fact that they brought this fool from Fox News on their show and then got a pause and a gas when she did Megyn Kelly things, NBC, you deserve that.
You got that right. Well said, Bone. Well said. We got this, too. We got Eek Pork, bitch! McDonald's employee allegedly assaults manager with hot, crispy bacon over refusal to approve overtime.
Listen, crispy bacon can come my way anytime. I'm not going to call an assault charge because you know what? I'm not saying that I'm all in the swine. But when it comes to bacon, I'm all on the bacon. So you know what? I might not press charge on that one. I might jack it full up. I might get a stunner. But you know what? Bacon coming free your way.
Oh, we got this bone right here in my backyard. No business as usual. 15 people are arrested at the Georgia State Capitol demanding Georgia counts every vote in the protest of the gubernatorial race that was gerrymandered and voted suppressed by Brian Kemp and the GOP.
Yeah, that's not too shocking. Like, I mean, Georgia is technically Florida adjacent, so it's not real shocking that shenanigans and tomfoolery goes on down there either. I had family down in Georgia for a while. My mom was Alpharetta, and it was a very nice community. But like, as soon as you go a little bit out of the way, you're thinking, am I still in America? Is this still a first world country? So to me, to hear about the backwardness down there and all the gerrymandering and all that stuff is not shocking.
Yes, indeed. And we got this, Bone. This might hurt your heart right here. We got this. We got Fickle Fiasco. Twitter caught balding LeBron James with 88% of his slip missing and dunked in his desolate dome.
I will say that I do have a bald head. I do rock a baldy for the last 22 years, but I do it on my own. I am not bald. I am shaved. There's a difference. So I tell you all the time that I am not bald. I can grow an Artist Gilmore afro ASAP if I wanted to. I choose not to. But because of LeBron, brother, come on home, man. Just come on home. So just to end all this nonsense against you, come on home.
Yes, come on home, LeBron. Come on home.
Come on home, bro. Like I said again, I'm not bald. I'm shaved. But LeBron, come join the club. Just come on home.
Now, Bone, for close up this segment of Boss Report, what is your take on segment 2 with all of what you heard today, brother?
It's not bad. I think segment 2 is kind of lacking in all the body parts that mutilated. So I'm kind of disappointed in that. Segment 1 came strong with all mutilations and stuff mutilations. I think that's always a fun topic. But I will say, anytime you can get the Stone Cold Son from the Love at his house, It's House of God. Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's a good segment.
Yes, indeed. Well, folks, Boss Report, Boston Bone. Check us out every week. Bossman Show on show.com. The website is here, people. Check us out. We are out.
And if you don't know, now you know, you know.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
Suntan City, let yourself shine.
When you're a teen, you finally get to make some of your own decisions. Who are you going to hang out with? What do you want to be? Are you going to glance at that text while driving? Remember, a split second is all it takes for something tragic to happen. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by the Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay.
Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. Only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.